Hello, everyone. My name is Danny. This review is for the movie called Deported. This is a 2020 film. Yay! I always have to do that with the 2020 films because nobody else is watching any 2020 films. This came out in February. Does not come with a rating, I guess. It runs an hour and 30 minutes, and it stars Whitmer Thomas, Megan Park, and Mickey Gooch Jr. The description: when his new girlfriend gets deported on a technicality, Ross hires a fake husband to get her back into the country because he's not ready to commit to marriage. This only has 209 grades on IMDb, the website I like to reference. And even though it has a low score, I think it just has yet to be watched by the world. So 200 worldwide for one website is really low. So I think this needs to make the rounds before people really start to get a flavor for it. So I do recommend it just off that. But this is Deported. Well, thank you everybody for watching this video. Um, I was able to put out my best and worst of 2020 so far lists onto my channel over the 4th of July weekend. So I hope you guys had a great celebration. But if you would go and watch those for me, I would appreciate it. Seeing that we're halfway through and I haven't seen anybody else of who I follow put out a best of 2020 list or worst of. So if you'd like any other correspondence with me, I have my Facebook page, Danny's Movies and Music, if you'd like to check that out. And I also know that we're excited for theaters to open up, but I'm watching new movies anyway, so I don't really care. But I know we're all looking forward to that. So, but let's talk about this movie. Deported comes to us as a comedy here in 2020. It is very relevant for the times. We start the movie off with two kind of bigger stars, and I'll give one away is Gronkowski. He's everywhere nowadays. He has his TV show. He tried giving wrestling a bit. Now he's going back to the Buccaneers with Brady. I mean, he's just everywhere. So to see him at the beginning of the movie was kind of crazy. And the other star that's at the beginning, he kind of comes back at the end for a little cameo. So um, yeah, let's start off with why I think this movie has a low grade online. For all 200 people who have actually said, "Hey, I've watched that movie," and let us know about it online. Um, I can understand the stupidity part of this movie. I really do. There's not a lot of stuff that makes a lot of common sense, like people going up to Canada and Canada and back when the movie's called Deported and nobody's supposed to be crossing state lines or country lines at all. And so there's stuff like that that would make you go, well, this movie's stupid. I don't care about it at all. I would understand that. Um, I think the whole reason why he hires a fake husband for his girlfriend, I'm on the understanding side of that because that's the premise of the movie. You know, like that's something he felt like he had to do other than, you know, the other options that were available. So I actually liked that they did that. I liked how it went down. I thought it was comedic. I thought it was interesting, and I thought he was a funny character, the hired husband. A lot of stuff that he goes through, like not being popular and then being treated actually kind of nice by a nice person. You know, that kind of characterization for him, I thought was actually really deep, and I actually liked a lot of that stuff. And as the movie went on, they kind of explored that, so I really liked that. And our main character, like, you know, he's always been kind of a loser, and then all of a sudden he finds this girl that's perfect for him. I like that part of the movie, and I like that romance and, you know, friendship that they have. And so even when other things arise that are part of the movie, part of, you know, the them trying to gain laughs, and even though those laughs aren't working, I still have this really nice relationship to kind of smile at and kind of make me feel good about the movie. So everything else that kind of falls flat, I don't really care about. So our main character Ross, he has a nice best friend, and she brings something to the table. And then our other main character, Megan, I think her main name is Megan. Um, oh, that's her real name. She has kind of a guy friend, and he brings something to the table. So honestly, I think this was a pretty well done movie. I don't like our girl that's getting deported and then has to marry a fake husband. I don't like her character, her like acting skills. I had to look her up from something. Like I know I watched Secret Life of the American Teenager back in the day, but I guess that's what she's from. I mean, she reminds me of some other people, but I guess that's who she is. But I don't like how she handled her character. I don't know if it was the writing was bad or she just handled it bad, but her emotions of going up and down and not realizing really how sincere the people around her are trying to help her and save her, like that kind of stuff bothered me. Like, I mean, like we've watched other movies where people are very aware of the situation that they're in. They know that it's bad, but they know that they have to do this thing to go forward. Kind of like Overboard. I love that movie this last year. I own it. And I was just thinking of Overboard while I was watching Deported, and I'm like, can anybody in this movie act like this is a really bad thing? Like you could go to jail, you could go to prison, you can get deported back to Canada. Like, can we realize those are the stakes? And they actually say it in the movie, but then like everybody just kind of brushes it off and just keeps doing stupid stuff. So that's why I think that this movie goes down for people that have watched it already. It didn't hurt it for me as much, but I still understand why people could get frustrated by this movie. But I'm going to give a C to Deported because I think, to be fair, that it does have some well done things in it. And for people to have to search for those good things, I think that's why they're giving it a worse grade than that. But I do realize that they were in there. I realize some of the characters were very nice. I think the production value of this movie and the direction were really what hurt it. I think it had tons of potential. We've seen movies like this before that are a lot more well done, a lot more funny, a lot better characters, a lot better acting, and I think that's what really hurt it. But I thought it was fine. I think that people can go out there and watch it and give an opinion about it other than just, oh, it sucks, because there's more to it. So I hope that people are able to give this a chance. I hope you're able to get your own really idea about what you want from this movie. But I think it tried hard. I thought it tried to at least satisfy people. There's some other bigger names in this that are kind of a surprise. So I think it's recommendable. So a C for Deported. Thanks, guys. My name's Danny. If you like this or any of my other videos, try and get something to watch. Like and subscribe to my channel if you would. Enjoy movies. Thanks.